So here in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the very interesting thing, and that's with statement in Python. What is this with statement in Python? So this is nothing, it's similar to try or except statement. We use these to handle the exception. Try and except statement is something which I have covered in the previous video. If you have not seen that, just check it out. Link is given in the description section. But when we can do this thing in try and except statement, why do we use the with statement? So it's more importantly, it does the job in less number of lines, which makes the code effective, readable, etc, etc, etc. So moral of this story is this with statement does the similar job as try and except, which helps us in handling the exception. But the interesting part is it requires less number of lines in your script, and it does the effective job, which makes the code more readable and easy to understand, right? So let's jump to the Jupyter notebook and try to see how can we make use of this particular thing. Well, so here we are in Jupyter notebook, and here is a folder where I have a file called this file, which I'm going to use and open that, read that, write that, etc, etc, using three methods. One is normal method. We'll start with normal method. I'm going to create an object or variable called file, and in that we're going to use open statement, and that I just put the text, and this is the where my file is residing. I'm just going to open that in write mode, and then I will be writing some content into that. Okay, now here it says invalid mode, which is right. This is written in capital letter, so it must be small letter. Okay, so now you just notice you cannot write W in capital letter, right? Now what I need to do is I need to write some content into this, right? So how can I do that? Like this, I've covered in the previous video in detail. Now I am just going to say hello Learnerea. Hello Learnerea. All right, this is written. Now we all know that once the things are done, we gotta close that particular file. Now we have to read that particular file, whether that is written or not. There are two ways. Either you can open that over here, or you can go back to the folder. You can just open this and see if it is written into that or not. You see it is written hello Learnerea. Okay, so this was the way using the normal method. Now let's try doing this using the try or except method. Okay, so what we're gonna say is, let's say try, and in here I will just put this particular statement, copy and paste to make it quick, right? And once this thing is done, this is opened, what I want is I want to write the thing, and this time I want to write I am a Learnerian. Okay, this is what I wrote, and finally what I want is I just want to close this particular file. All right, so this is done. Now let's go and see if this is overwritten into this or not. Yes, I am Learnerian. Okay, this is overwritten into that. Perfect. So you see this was also done using try and except method. Now let's try doing this with statement. Okay, here with statement. So how do we write the with statement? Start with, then write the action whatever you want to do. So what we want to do is we want to open this particular file. Okay, this is the action. So we start with, then write the action, and then assign that into a variable which is called file. I did that, right? And now here what you need to do is, all that you need to do is just write file dot write, and in that put your condition, check in Learnerea. All right, so this is done. Now you don't even need to close this over. You don't need to write this statement over here. This is closed, written and closed, right? So if you want, just can go over here and check this out. Here, check in Learnerea. It is written over here, and you don't even need to close this particular file in Python, right? So this is the beauty of using with statement. It simplifies the line. If you see here how many lines are written, over here how many steps are written, but if you see over here it's just 2 lines, okay, and it did the work and it makes it pretty simple. So I just hope that it was very clear to you. Just in case if you have any doubt, put that into the comment section. We will be discussing more use case of these things when we start doing the project sort of things, or we start looking into the practical uses of these things, right? But here the only purpose was to give you the fundamental knowledge of this thing, which I think was clear to you. Just in case you get any doubt, put that into the comment section. I will definitely try to solve that and reply back to you. Until then, happy learning. Wish you very all the best.